If you feel like the truth is being kept from us, know that you're not alone. I'm Detective Ozma, and my mission is to dig up the evidence behind the mysteries they want to bury. Tonight, I'm reopening one of the most intriguing UFO cases ever recorded, a case so well documented it's often called Canada's Roswell. October, 1967. A quiet fishing village on the southern coast of Nova Scotia. The night the ocean swallowed something it was never meant to. Locals saw bright lights descending from the sky, 4 of them, in a perfect line, followed by a high-pitched whistling sound, a flash, and then, silence. What came next turned this tiny harbor into the site of an international mystery. Evidence 1, the descent over Shag Harbour. Around 11:20 p.m., dozens of witnesses, fishermen, residents, even police officers from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, saw a glowing object streak across the night sky. Some described it as a fiery craft or a plane on fire. Others swore it changed shape midair. The lights hit the surface of the ocean and vanished beneath it, leaving behind a strange yellow foam spreading over the water. Thinking it was a plane crash, locals jumped into their boats to search for survivors. But there were none, no wreckage, no bodies, no debris. Only that sulfur-smelling foam drifting silently on the waves. Evidence 2, the military and the search operation. The Coast Guard arrived within minutes. Police reports confirmed that divers and rescue vessels scoured the area all night long. By dawn, the Royal Canadian Navy had joined the operation, sending a diving unit aboard the HMCS Granby to the exact coordinates of the impact. For 3 days, military divers combed the ocean floor. The official statement? Not a trace. Not a clue. Not a bit of anything. No aircraft were reported missing. No satellites fell from orbit. Whatever had crashed wasn't supposed to exist. Evidence 3, the classified reports. Internal telex messages from the Air Force's Air Desk labeled the event as a genuine UFO report. One document even states that all conventional explanations have been eliminated. This made Shag Harbour one of the few UFO cases in history to be officially recognized as unexplained by a national military force. Despite that, within days, the investigation went silent. No debris. No follow-up. No closure. It was as if the ocean had erased every trace, or someone had made sure it did. Evidence 4, the hidden chapter at Shelburne. Decades later, new witnesses emerged. Former naval divers and local residents told researcher Chris Stiles about a second site, near the military base in Shelburne, just 30 kilometers away. According to these accounts, 2 glowing objects were detected underwater days after the Shag Harbour crash. Divers allegedly found them resting on the seabed, one of them damaged, the other seemingly assisting it. The Navy reportedly monitored the objects for nearly a week before they suddenly rose from the ocean and vanished into the night sky. Officially, none of this ever happened. But multiple testimonies, from sailors, radar operators, and fishermen, tell the same story: something was down there, and the military knew it.
It was the talk of the community, you know, and it was a UFO, and of course, like everybody else, we wondered, I guess, what it could be.
People became fearful. They were wondering, would there be more? Would they tangle in our nets? Would it crash in our house? What's going on here? And they just weren't getting answers.
2 versions of the truth. The official explanation claims it was all a misidentification, perhaps a meteor, a flare, or even a prank balloon that fooled an entire town. The Navy found nothing, the Air Force closed the file, and the case was archived under unexplained. But the other version paints a very different picture: a craft crashed into the Atlantic. The military recovered it under extreme secrecy. The Shelburne operation was a containment effort, and witnesses were told to stay silent. Even 50 years later, documents remain redacted, and no one has provided a convincing answer to the simplest question of all: what exactly fell into the sea that night? The people of Shag Harbour still remember the flash, the foam, and the silence that followed. Their small village became a symbol, proof that sometimes, even governments admit they don't know what they're dealing with. I'm Detective Ozma, and I'll keep gathering every fragment, every voice, every piece of evidence they try to erase. Many stories get buried, but never forever. If you, or someone you know, has ever witnessed something unexplainable, leave your story in the comments. Or, if you'd rather stay anonymous, send it to the email pinned in the comments. Who knows, maybe the next file I open will be yours.